I have a really strong suspicion that Pokemon Horizons just teased that one of its next big upcoming story arcs could actually be a Legends Arceus Hisui arc. And I want to tell you guys all about it right here, right now, because I think it's pretty strong stuff, you know? So about a month ago, a new official art piece poster was released to celebrate the Pokemon Horizons anime for International Pokemon Day, and as you can see on the screen right now, the poster seems pretty normal, right? Liko, Roy, Doc, Captain Pikachu, Sprigatito, Fuecoco, Quaxley, nothing too crazy. But if you zoom in and look really closely, there's actually a Rowlet and an Oshawott hidden on the poster, right next to Liko. Oshawott and Rowlet look like they're both mid-facial expression, as if they're shocked, and to me that kind of feels like a bit of a tease of a future scene with them in the anime. So yeah, that alongside the fact that Oshawott and Rowlet are randomly on the poster in the first place, to me that's really clearly implying that an Oshawott and a Rowlet are going to play a part in Pokemon Horizons in the future, cause why else would they randomly be on the poster, you know? There's no other explanation at all. And when you really think about it, where do we recognise Rowlet and Oshawott from together? There's only one thing that comes to mind to me, Legends Arceus, the Generation 8 video game from 2022. Because in that video game, Rowlet and Oshawott, alongside Cyndaquil, are actually the starter Pokemon of the Hisui region. That's the only time in the entire Pokemon series that those two Pokemon have been together. So immediately, I feel like the poster is trying to imply something about Legends Arceus, because let's be honest here, the chances of using those two Pokemon together on the poster, out of every other Pokemon in existence, that really seems way too slim to be a coincidence, you know? Surely it's gotta be referencing Legends Arceus. And here is where it gets really interesting in my opinion. We know that Liko and Roy's main goal in Pokemon Horizons is to find Lucius's old Pokemon, his ancient heroes, and one of those Pokemon, one of the only ones left for them to find, is a Kleavor, a Hisuian Pokemon from Legends Arceus. Liko and Roy have shown interest in the Hisui region, and in wanting to learn more about it help them find Kleavor. They even learned about Hisuian Pokeballs earlier in the arc. And something big that I've not really seen anybody talking about is that when we saw photos of all of Lucius's Pokemon, all of the photos were in colour apart from Kleavor. Kleavor's photo was in black and white, dude. And I don't know about you guys, but when I see a black and white photo, that really screams to me that it's in the past, you know? Like an old ancient photo. So I think the fact that the writers deliberately made Kleavor's photo black and white, while all the other photos of Lucius's Pokemon are in colour, I really feel like that could be implying that Kleavor is still in the past, you know, not the present. So Liko and Roy are gonna have to learn a lot about the Hisui region, cause they might even have to travel back in time to Hisui if Kleavor really is in the past. And hey, it just so happens that Liko and Roy are now about to begin studying at the Naranja Academy in Paldea, an academy literally heavily built around the idea of the past. An academy where there's actually lessons about the Hisui region. I mean, dude, Professor Laventon from Hisui is even on the whiteboards behind the teacher. So I really feel like Liko and Roy are going to learn more information about Hisui while they're at the academy, which in turn is going to really help them to find Lucius's Kleavor after this arc ends. I really don't think the academy arc is only going to be about Terastallization, you know? If they can learn more about Hisui and Kleavor through it, then that's awesome. It kind of pushes forward the overarching storyline with Lucius as well. Now obviously it is possible that maybe they'll find Kleavor in the modern day in the wild, just like all the other hero Pokemon, but I don't know, dude. Based on Rowlet and Oshawott being literally on the poster, maybe implying that Roy and Liko could catch them in the past, also finally fulfilling Liko's destiny to catch the Pokemon that she literally looks identical to, and also based on how we barely got any Legends Arceus representation in Pokemon Journeys, and based on how there's another Legends game releasing next year, I just really feel like a big, full Hisui arc could be coming, dude. I feel like the anime is trying to tease it, you know? Maybe Liko, Roy, and Dot will be sent back in time to Hisui for an entire arc. Maybe we'll get to see the Hisui characters and Hisui Pokemon that weren't in Pokemon Journeys. Maybe they'll end up catching some Hisuian Pokemon, and it could all lead to them meeting Lucius's Kleavor and catching him. I mean, dude, realistically, Pokemon Horizons is gonna be a really long series. Generation 10 probably won't release until like 2026, you know? So Pokemon Horizons is 100% gonna need more massive storylines, more massive story story arcs, you know? And a Legends Arceus one would definitely do the trick. So yeah, let me know what you think about a possible Legends Arceus arc in Pokemon Horizons in the comments, and also let me know what you think Oshawott and Rowlet on the poster are teasing. I would really appreciate it if you guys could hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. That would really help me out a ton, dude. We're getting close to 130,000 subscribers again. So your help would be much appreciated. Be sure to join our community Discord server if you want to experience and talk about brand new episodes of the anime, and also follow me on Twitch if you want almost daily live streams. So thank you all so much for watching, and best wishes until we meet again!